What's up, y'all? Winston Wolf here. Just want to do a quick review on Swamp Thing episode 4. Again, another good episode. This one doesn't really have a lot of big significant moments like the other episodes so far, like the previous 3. This one is more just getting the character arcs going. And I think, though, if they would originally not cut the season short, I think possibly this episode would have just been condensed. They just took certain elements from this and just added them to other episodes. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still not complaining. You get your Swamp Thing itch. You get to see him in this. You get to see interactions between Abby and Alec in the swamp, which is, I mean, of course, that's one of the main things you want to see because you've grown up, seeing these guys in the comic books, seeing them in video games, cartoons, wherever you became a fan of it. So you always want to see the live action version. And again, man, the practical effects, the suit is gravy. The girl that plays Abby, Jesus Christ, man, Jesus Christ. And there's rumors that they're gonna have a sex scene or that it was cut out. If you guys remember, in the Return of Swamp Thing, Heather Locklear and Swamp Thing, they had like psychedelic sex, like he broke off a little pickle and then she bit it, and then they went into like this like psychedelic fucking mushroom world and had sex and shit. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he gives her the the zucchini, the cucumber, whatever the fuck he's got. But man, she is bad as fuck. But yeah, this basically with this episode, it is the swamp is kind of fighting back. And again, I'm not clear if it's because they've been dumping, this company has been dumping stuff in the swamp, or if that's whatever they've dumped in the swamp is mutating it. And Swamp Thing is trying to figure himself out. But he's also trying to figure out what's going on with the swamp. He's, learning, how everything is under one thing, but there's an element of the swamp that's fighting back. And it's infecting people kind of like rabies. So one person gets infected, they start to hallucinate, they see their worst fears. And then when someone comes over to help them, they scratch them, and then that person gets infected, so on and so forth. So that's what's going on in this episode. And then you learn, and Abby gets scratched, and you learn that Swamp Thing has the ability to take poison from people. And again, nothing really big happened. This is just kind of getting the characters moving, getting the story moving. But man, I really wish, because Watchmen is on HBO, and obviously Watchmen is a DC property, I would really love for them to talk with HBO about doing that, because HBO knows, especially from Game of Thrones. You look at the first season of Game of Thrones, how fucking cheap that was, and then you look at how it got better as they gave them more with the budget, because they could recognize it was a good show and people liked it. And it's the same with this. I don't think HBO would have a problem, if the story is right and everything, ponying up the money, because especially after this first season, knowing that they have that built-in audience, I think that'd be a really good move. And then, of course, Watchmen's going to be really adult, because that's why stuff is on HBO, because you can do a little bit more riskier stuff. You can have a better story. You don't have to cut. You don't have to, if someone wants to say fuck, they can say fuck, whatever. I mean, they say fucking Swamp Thing, but, this is the only season we're going to get. So, the only logical place that I think would be HBO to keep up that quality, and, to have a company that's willing that has the faith, that knows, like, okay, well, some shows you got to put some money behind. You can't be a cheap ass motherfucker. But Swamp Thing, yeah, man, this series is really good. Episode 4, I give it 3 out of 5 dog bones. Again, not disappointed, but not like, oh shit, that was fucking dope. But yeah, Swamp Thing, if you haven't checked it out, man, you got 4 episodes to binge. That's 4 hours. That's like watching 2 Swamp Thing movies back to back. So get on it, man. But I'll do a review later when I get home, hopefully. Hopefully I'll have something to talk about. There hasn't really been any, kind of all the good summer movies and shit have already gone. But I'll find something for you motherfuckers. But you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you motherfuckers later.